Well, hello, y'all. It is time to breathe again on the latest Bofa Sports webcast, streaming on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. So here we are, Patrick and Charles here before Thanksgiving. Well, look, before we get into it, Patrick, we got rivalry week.
I call it Civil War week
Yeah.
because this is when all the in-state rivalries are. Yes.
And so before
With a few out-of-state rivalries.
get and before we get there, I guess there wasn't too much that stood out.
The only thing that stood out was, what's his name? Dan Lanning running his mouth about, we didn't play Chattanooga State. You know what? Shut your bitch ass up, man. You did it 6 weeks ago. Whatever.
Right. Oregon did have a solid win over USC, 42-27. Just kind of just looking to be a better team. And we weren't really surprised by that too much because we both did have Oregon winning that game. Oklahoma.
6-0?
Yes, you did. We'll get to that in a minute. So Oklahoma,
week, baby. Perfect week.
So Oklahoma, they had a solid win over Missouri. And look what we had said about SMU. Looking like they're getting stronger as the season goes along.
Yeah.
They kind of put it on Louisville 38-6. And
Debacle in Georgia Tech.
Well, Pittsburgh showed up. And
what did they? Like 400-0 first 4 drives, dude. I don't know how you score 100 points on a per drive, but it decided to do it.
Yep, Pittsburgh they came out, and I guess maybe them getting whooped like they did the week before by Notre Dame. I guess they came out and was really upset about that, and they took it out on Georgia Tech. And Georgia Tech had a chance. Georgia Tech was making a push. They were up 28. Yeah, they were down 28-14, and they got in the red zone, but Haynes King threw a back-breaking interception that got taken back to the house, and that was pretty much all she wrote. Even though Georgia Tech just kept on battling, but you give Pittsburgh credit for being able to withstand that run, and now they're sitting in a spot where, the ACCC is in total chaos right now.
SMU the only one that clinched last week?
No, so Georgia Tech had the chance. Of course, they did. Mm-hmm. So what SMU did with their win against Louisville, now them and Virginia control their own destiny.
Right. Okay. So nobody locked it in. They just moved in control.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah, so it's a win and you're in scenario for SMU. They got California late. I guess it's ACC after dark. And then
but that ain't late. That's like 4:30.
Yeah, hey, it's a 10:30 start for us.
That's like close to midnight.
It is for us.
Everybody's already out of their underwear and in bed.
Yeah, for us on the East Coast, absolutely. And so and then you've got Virginia, they got to beat Virginia Tech. So if those two teams win, that's your ACC championship.
Yeah. Okay.
So, and then the rankings just came out. Nothing really changed there. You have Texas Tech sitting at 5 still. There was one change. I guess Oregon beat Prague to Ole Miss. So Oregon's sitting at 6 now. And
that's the playoff ranking?
Yeah, this is the playoff rankings that just came out about 45 minutes ago. But yeah.
Oregon jumped Ole Miss.
Yeah, Oregon jumped Ole Miss, and
Miami jumped Utah.
Yep. And so those are the main things that have happened. Michigan, though, so they had moved up. I think they're at 15 now.
Yeah, they moved up 3 spots.
So that makes it interesting because they're a 2-loss team, and if they beat Ohio State, they're in the running. That is you beat the number 1 team, and the number 1 team was undefeated. Michigan's in the running. Their losses this year were on the road to Oklahoma and to USC. So, I mean, two teams that have
They've
Oklahoma
only lost one in conference, man.
Yeah, exactly. One loss in conference too, and so if
That makes this week a very interesting week.
and that does that because so we know Indiana. All right, Indiana's undefeated right now. We suspect they'll beat
Ohio
Purdue.
State and Indiana, I think, are both locks, man.
But if Michigan beats them, remember Michigan only has the one.
Nobody has the head-to-head on. Nobody has head-to-head on them except for Michigan.
Yeah, right. So would Michigan would knock Ohio State out of there?
Oh, they would.
Yeah,
And then that would be an Indiana, Michigan.
because head-to-head competition's the first tiebreaker.
Yeah, that's right. That is right.
Because that Michigan loss, like you said, that Michigan loss to Oklahoma is a non-conference loss, and so I guess since you had already teased that we were going to go ahead and get into next week, let's just go ahead and do that. But before we do, we will pull up the
my 6-0.
Don't worry, man. Patrick, just let me narrate.
I'll let you narrate. Go ahead. Just as long as you show that 6-0. All you.
All you, yeah.
All you.
So you want to do it? All right. But yes. So Patrick did go 6-0. And I went 5-1. The game that we disagreed on was the Duke UNC game, and Duke was able to pull that out. They had a fake field goal, and was able to take advantage of that, score a touchdown, and they won 32-25. So,
hey, but before we move on, I know we're fixing, dude. UNC is fighting, man. They are fighting.
Yeah. I think they will be a lot better next year.
Yeah.
Now that it looks like Belichick is getting his people in there, everybody's kind of getting used to what's going on. And like you said, the games are definitely a lot more competitive. And it's just a matter of, can they finish the games now? And so that's the next step they got to take. But last week was not one of those times they finished, and it cost me a perfect record, and you got a perfect record.
Dude, you had so many of them. I was due for one.
I guess you're right.
I was due for one. I had one this year. That was my first.
So there's your 6-0, and then you were sitting at 44-23, and I'm sitting at 38-29, and six games out. So yeah, and I'm running out of time. So
you only got like 2 more weeks.
Yeah. So so here we go with the rivalry week. Good on you. As a matter of fact, Patrick, hold on. I gotta do it, man. You got a perfect week. So there we go.
That golf clap.
Yeah. And then we'll do the siren too.
Yeah. You better watch it. You got to go 4-0 for you.
What's the sirens? You remember when we'd be in the club? They don't have that on here, so
too bad, because those are the good ones.
Yes. So with that, Patrick, let's get into rivalry week, civil war week, whichever one, but it is a bunch of rivalry games coming up. One of the favorite weeks out of the year in college football, man. So since you went perfect, you get to go first again. There's a lot of bangers here. So where are we gonna start?
Dude, there's so many good games coming up. I'm gonna start here. Miami and Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start right here. To hell with Carson Beck. Give me Pitt, baby. Give me Pitt 28-17. I don't need to say nothing else. Nothing else. Pitt 28-17. To hell with Carson Beck and his 4 interceptions that he's going to throw. Pitt 28-17. Do I need to say more? We've all watched Pitt, what they've done over the past 3 weeks. Do I need to say anything about that?
I'm gonna add a little bit to it.
I'll let you add whatever you need. All I gotta say is Pitt 28-17. Done.
Oh goodness. Now I'm gonna agree with you because I do think Pitt is going to win this. I do think Carson Beck's going to throw about 3 interceptions. And it's Miami, man. The game's in Pittsburgh. It's cold.
Yep, it's cold.
Oh,
They had to travel. They're already past their 400 travel allotted miles this year. Oh my God, they're losing.
Yeah, I got Pittsburgh, and I think it will actually be pretty high scoring because I really don't see the defenses doing too much. I got Pittsburgh. I think it's going to be. I'm gonna go 37. 37. No, I think Miami will score some points, but like I said, Carson Beck's gonna probably throw for 300 yards, but it's gonna be with 3 interceptions and probably one of those a pick six. So I think it'll be 37. I'm gonna go 37 20, 29. 37 29. But yeah, I think Pittsburgh, and then Miami, like you said, Miami has already ran out their frequent flyer miles for the week, for the year. So I'm with you.
And them Hilton points, man, they already cashed all of them in. They got them in for gift cards, and they were like, "I didn't know we were traveling this much. I already got Hilton gift cards. I don't know what all this is."
That is funny. So look. So I figure we'll talk about our respective games. You talking about Georgia Tech, and we'll cover our game.
I'm going to let you pull yours. I was going to pull mine, but
no
full transparency. They were my third game. So there you go.
Well, so yeah, that's probably how it's going to be with Texas and Texas A&M too. So I'm gonna go here with this next one. I'm gonna go Vandy and Tennessee. Now, Vandy and
Lord, what a game that's going to be.
So they're playing this one in Knoxville. And look, both of us like what Vandy has been doing, what they've been bringing up. And it looks like the offense has been a little bit more explosive. They look pretty good against Kentucky. This game being in Knoxville, though, I want to pick Vandy. I do. I think Vandy can pull this one out, but in Knoxville, in that environment, not quite Nashville. If it was in Nashville, I'd pick Vanderbilt all day long. But I think with it being in Knoxville, I think Tennessee looking more complete because Tennessee has been a little bit uneven. If their offense has been popping, their defense is not. If their defense is popping, then their offense is in some struggles. Maybe they had a get-right game against Florida in Gainesville, and I tend to think they will carry that momentum through. So I'm going to go Tennessee. I think Joey Aguilar will be able to make enough plays there, and Tennessee's defense will be able to do enough to contain Pavia in the running game with Alexander. And Tennessee will win this one. I got it close. I think it will be 27-24. Tennessee. With this game being in Knoxville, I think Tennessee will pull this out.
What a hard.
It's hard because I almost picked Vandy too.
Look, man. There's too much Pavia and Vandy, man.
Pavia's a beast, man.
I think Pavia controls the clock. And as much as this being in Knoxville, dude, it's just right around the corner from Nashville, bro.
It's down the street.
It's down the street, man. They're practically cousins. They're neighbors.
I'll
be there in a minute, man. I'm up on my electric bike. I'll be there in a minute. We'll go build a tree house and whatever.
It's just down I-40.
Yeah, down the street, man. It's like, look, our parents don't mind. We're gonna be gone for a little bit, whatever. Here's the deal, man. It's like I want to pick Tennessee. You know what I mean? Tennessee is such a good team. But I think Vandy has their stuff together more than Tennessee does right now. And even though they did play Florida, and it seemed like a get-right game, right? It's against a deflated offense. It's against a deflated defense. Their entire coaching staff is in turmoil. Vandy is the better team right now. And I'm not saying all that happened to Tennessee. What I'm saying is Tennessee had to play that in Florida last week.
Yeah.
So if you're going to get right, get right against Florida. But I don't know if that's the tall tale about getting right now. I'm going Vandy 30-24. I just feel Vandy is more of the team that is right now.
All right. So you got Vandy, I got Tennessee.
We're going to make it an interesting week this week, just so you know.
Oh, absolutely. It's rivalry week. This is one of the best weeks of the year. So what's your
Well, then I'm going to go here. And obviously, we're going to have to pick this game. This is an obvious game. Ohio State, Michigan. So here's the deal. Everybody is sold on Ohio State. Let's put a little bit of perspective into this this gauntlet of a team that we see right now, who has been ranked number 1, and they haven't played a team above 500 in 6 weeks. They haven't had competition that is worth a crap in 8 weeks. Since who was the other team that they played that was ranked?
Us. Week 1.
Oh, week 1? Okay. Oh, yeah, there you go. Week 1. Penn State was supposed to be so good when they got there, but then they had a falling out, and Ohio State took that. They're playing in Ann Arbor. They are 0-3 against them in the past 3 years. Look, man, I'm going Big Blue. I'm going Big Blue to beat them. I think this defense is going to give Sam so much problems in the backfield. I really do. They're coming after him, and when you come after a young quarterback like that, then he has to make split decisions. Wide receivers tend to not be open as much. Your check downs tend to come so much faster. Your free safeties are masking their blitzes, and you just don't know where it's coming from, and you think you know how to read defenses, and then all of a sudden, bam, Michigan shows up. You don't know how to read crap. I'm going Big Blue, baby. I'm going Big Blue all the way, and I'm going. They're always these games seem to be so low scoring because defenses show up. Mm-hmm. I think it stays the same, man. 17-14. Michigan.
17-14 Michigan. So I'll say you make very valid points, and yes, Michigan has definitely had their number in the last few years. I think Ohio State is coming into this game very, very pissed because they've been hearing how, you won the national championship. You have done everything
except beat Michigan.
And so,
beat Michigan.
Yeah, like, can you beat Michigan?
But you also have to understand, Ohio State losing this game. But they're still in the running. All they have to do is play Michigan and lose, and they're still in the playoffs. You know,
they
ain't losing that. They ain't trying to lose it, no.
They want to get that stink off of them because even though they won the national championship, they're just like, it's tarnished because you lost to Michigan. It doesn't mean that much. They won a national title. Come on now, they won a national title. But
they won a national title, but that national title just ain't as sweet when you ain't got a win over Michigan.
Yes, and so I think, look, Michigan's going to show up, of course, and I think Michigan. The one thing that I think will put Ohio State over the top that they did not have in previous years is physicality. Michigan has been able to win the phone booth game. We always talk about the phone booth. Here, you got to make the contested catches. You got to beat your man. Physical matchups, line of scrimmage. Michigan has won those battles over the past 4 seasons now because they have beaten Ohio State 4 years in a row. But I think now, I'll put it this way: if Ohio State doesn't win this year, then that's going to be right on the Alabama-Georgia thing. Like, I can't pick Georgia to beat Alabama until
they do it a couple of times.
Yep. And that's going to be Ohio State. So I think Ohio State will win this. But like you said, you got 17-14. I like that score because I do think it will be low scoring. It's going to be chilly, so it's going to be
left on the quarterback. Kicker, that ball is really hard in the cold.
Yeah, field position game. I think is going to be pretty close to the best, and it's going to be the brawls, that type of just let's get it games where last one standing just wins, and it's going to be just a fight like it always is between these two teams. Now I'm gonna go 20. I'll go 24-20.
No, they got it 30 degrees in Ann Arbor on Saturday.
See, it's gonna be chill.
Dude, that chilled my spine.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm in Florida. I was like, whoa.
I think this is your classic Big Ten conference game. And of course, I get it. It's the game. It's the rivalry game, all that. But I think this will be your classic run the football. Let's be physical. Make some play action plays, play action passes. And
if they run the ball, that is all Michigan's favor right there, just so you know.
Yeah, I get it. But Ohio State can run the ball too.
Yeah, not just Michigan. Just saying.
We'll see. I mean,
for the reason why they play. It's the reason why they play.
Yeah, exactly. But I got Ohio State. And again, if Ohio State does not win this game, I probably won't pick them to beat Michigan for the next at least 5 seasons. So
yeah, they have to show it without a shadow of a doubt they can win.
Mm-hmm. So I got them 24-20. Of course, would not surprise me at all to see Michigan win this game. And of course, they're playing in Ann Arbor, and they're going to match up well, and they're going to force Ohio State to make those physical, highly contested plays. So can Ohio State do it? That's the question. Again, they had a national championship, and everyone's like, you still can't beat Michigan. And so they've had to hear that all year, man. I think they're going to be pretty hyped up for this one, more so than normal. Well, man, all right. So,
Iron Bowl?
Huh?
Iron Bowl?
I mean, there's so many good ones. I mean, Oregon and Washington could be an interesting one. I think Arizona State can be interesting. I think Mississippi and Mississippi State can be interesting because the Lane Kiffin angle there, and Ole Miss might just give up. But when we're gonna
think about this. Just throwing this out there. What if DeBoer goes and coaches at Penn State?
Ugh.
No, listen to me. And then Lane Kiffin goes to Alabama.
Oh, stop! No. Look, Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn. We gonna look.
Oh, and they played in Auburn. It's haunted. As Nick Saban would say, it's haunted.
Yeah. So, man, the Iron Bowl, especially when they do play this game on the plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, it is always an interesting battle, and I don't expect this one to be any different. I think Auburn has been in pretty much every game this season. The ones that they have lost, they just haven't been able to finish. They're a little bit in turmoil right now. They fired Hugh Freeze, but I think they will put together a very good effort. But Bama escapes. They escape with a field goal win. That's what I see here. I think Bama will make enough plays.Maybe it's a Ty Simpson throw. Maybe it's a defensive touchdown. But I think they escape, and I think it'll be one of those low-scoring games too. I'm gonna go 2017 Bama here.
2017.
2017, yes. Okay. Yep, 2017. I think Bama pulls it out because if Auburn does not pull the upset off of a kick six or something crazy,
or the bouncing off of everybody in the stadium and then goes in their hands, or what was the other one? The fumble six.
Yeah, but Bama is always, if they don't lose, they're always able to get some sort of a last second touchdown just to pull it out.
Yeah,
and I think it'd be something like this too. So yeah, I got 2017 Bama escaping.
Look, you said everything that needed to be said. it's haunted in Auburn, and that's the best way to put it. Nick Saban put it the best, man. It's haunted in Auburn. But I agree with you. I think Alabama escapes, but I think it's a lot closer than that. I'm gonna go
closer than 3.
Yeah, 28-26. And the only reason why they get out is because Auburn misses a 2-point conversion.
or maybe the life of a kicker.
Or the life of a kicker, and he misses the goal. 28-26 Alabama, man. When I tell you they escaped by the hair of their chinny chin chin, that's how I mean. They're literally like buttholes scrunched up. They can't even fart because it's so tight. Yeah. 28-26 Alabama.
Oh goodness. All right, man. Well,
you know where I'm going.
Yep.
You know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm.
Last time this team's played, they dug into their bag of tricks for 8 overtimes. I'm talking about 3 freaking games, even though the overtimes are a lot shorter than the regular quarters, but it don't matter. All I'm saying is that was a tough loss to Pitt last week.
Yeah, it hurts.
They are playing in Mercedes-Benz Stadium, so this is a little bit more of a home game to Georgia Tech than it is Georgia. But those dogs travel well. It don't matter where we go, we travel well. And we are bringing it to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, and we are going to bite the asses off of those Yellow Jackets. This time, we're not even going into any more overtimes. We're tired of that crap. We've already done that enough last season. Georgia is playing with some of the best ball we have been playing with all season. I don't feel one doubt that we show up for all 4 quarters to this game. Give me my dogs barking and biting and fighting and pulling them wings off of them Yellow Jackets. I'll go 35-14.
Oh, you got a blowout.
I got a blowout, yes. There's not enough Heinz King to come for them dogs this year.
I mean, 3 touchdowns. 35-14.
We're gonna make them look just as bad as Charlotte did. Sending them back home with their 1-10 record. They'll play Tulane.
So I think Georgia Tech will show up a little bit better. Because what I think they came in the game against Pittsburgh, and give all the credit to Pittsburgh. I mean, Pittsburgh winning.
Pittsburgh came in with a chip on their shoulder, and they had a great defensive mindset. They had a great offensive game plan. And Georgia Tech just wasn't ready for it.
Yeah, and I think a little bit they maybe it just took them a while to get into the game. Again, good on Pittsburgh for just coming in there and just hitting them with haymakers right away. Mm-hmm. Before you knew it, it was 28-0. I think Georgia Tech, especially with this game being played at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, I think they won't have any issues waking up for Georgia, or at least they better. Or it could be 35-0. But because I do think Georgia, so the main thing with Georgia, as you know very well, is Georgia has had slow starts. And it takes them a while to get into the game. Now, we know they are going to be there. They're going to fight for 60 minutes. Or
at least the last 30.
Yeah, exactly. But at least the last 30. Georgia has done a better job of starting fast, keeping it going, and finishing the deal. So while I think Georgia Tech will come in hyped up just simply because of that rivalry game, I do think I just think Georgia does have too much.
They call it good old-fashioned hate for a reason.
Yeah. But I do think Georgia has too much. I think they will win something like I think they'll win by 10 points. I'll go 31-21. because Haynes King just somehow just wills points. You know, he's just one of these.
For whatever reason, dude. But
Yeah.
we're a much better team against the run this year than we have been. Well, here of late. I think we put a spy on that Hines King. I don't think that dude runs for what he normally runs for.
Yeah,
We find him out just a little bit.
He's one of those dudes. He just gets stuff done.
Shifty.
He just gets stuff done.
He's like the guy when you're in prison and you're like, I need cigarettes. And he's like, I can make that happen. I need bubble gum. He's like,
I can make that
happen.
Yeah.
I need a new pair of underwear. Give me a day.
Yeah.
I'll make it happen. Yeah, Hines King is that type of guy. Like he's the guy you like to know in prison.
Yeah. No, but I think just looking at how the offense has been playing, Gunnar Stockton is more efficient, and it's just been getting more efficient throughout the year. The running game is going well, and the defense is they're more aggressive now. I think at the beginning there was a little bit more coverage being played, but now more blitzing. They are teeing it up. The corners are holding up, safeties are holding up in man coverage, and it's that sticky coverage that we've always talked about. So I do think Georgia will be too much. And then Georgia Tech, like you said with Haynes King, if Georgia Tech cannot run the football well, then they're going to be in a lot of trouble. That run has to be there for them if they're to have a chance, because now they can be a little bit more balanced. But if they can't run,
it's going to be a long day.
Yeah.
And guess what? We like to make it long days in the state for the other team.
Well, so yeah, I got 31-21 Georgia, and then of course I will go over to A&M and Texas, and this game is being played in Austin. A&M undefeated coming into this game. So the one thing that I wonder, because I think A&M has a very good team, very well rounded. Marcel Reed, the quarterback, is a Heisman Trophy candidate, and the defense has not been as consistent lately, but they can get after the quarterback, which is very worrisome for me in our offensive line. But but if there is a question about A&M, as tough as the SEC is, they have not had to play Georgia, have not had to play Alabama, have not had to play Ole Miss, and some of the other upper echelon teams in there. This right now, even though this is a 3-loss Texas team, coming into Austin, I think the Longhorns, damn it, I'm picking us to win.
Yeah,
even if I don't really believe it, but I'm picking us to win, dang it. But I think it because A&M is good. I think A&M is really a well-rounded team, even though they haven't played those upper echelon teams, I guess, record-wise in the SEC. I think they can get with any of those teams. I do think A&M has a very, very good team that can play with anybody in the nation. And even with saying that, I'm going to go Texas. So, yeah, of course, I'm going to say we win 20. It's definitely going to be close. And I think the defenses actually show up here. I think it's going to be, let's go 23-17. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, 23-17 us. I think we will do enough. Now, here's the thing. We need our linebacker back. Anthony Hill did not play last game, and then we did get lost in the middle a little bit. Taylon Green for Arkansas was making our dudes look a little bit funny. There's a little bit of lingerie being left out there because he was shaking dudes. And then the running back kind of trucked us. He trucked our safety, Michael Tapp. I said, oh, my goodness. Man, if we playing like that against A&M, we about to get steamrolled. But I think we'll show up. And we'll win 23-17. I think both defenses show up pretty well.
23-17. Well, I want to make a few comparisons here.
All right.
Everybody says Arch Manning is a. What have they been saying, Charles? Tell me. Just tell me. Just tell me how they have been blowing Arch Manning up. How he hasn't really been not that guy. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's having a bad year. Let me just point out something. Okay. He's throwing for 2743. Okay. Who's the guy that they said is just the front runner of everything that's going on possible, and he's just the best quarterback? And I'm like, okay, so let's do a comparison, a side-by-side comparison of Arch Manning and Julian Sand. Just, let's throw some shit out there and just see where it sticks. Okay? Arch Manning has thrown for 2,763 yards. Julian Sand, 2,832. Sounds pretty comparable to me, right?
Yes.
Arch Manning has thrown for 23 touchdowns. Julian Sand has thrown for 27 touchdowns. Now, here's where it gets a little ropey, I guess. Arch Manning has thrown for 7 interceptions, and Julian Sand has thrown for 4. You got a QB rating of Julian Sand at 90.3, and Arch Manning is at 67.2. Now, if you look at the numbers, by the numbers, Julian Sand is only about this much better than what Arch Manning is doing. But Arch Manning has played 7 ranked teams this year, and Julian Sand has only played 4 teams above 500. To me, stop giving Arch so much freaking crap over something that looks just almost identical to Julian Sand. The only problem that Arch Manning has had that Julian Sand has had is that Arch Manning is playing in the SEC. It's a bit tougher. I would love to see what Julian Sand does in the SEC. Move him on over and let's see. I mean, they've only had to go, 75% throughout the entire season to go 11-0? Okay, cool. Now, with all that being said, that Texas A&M team is strong.
Yeah.
They are going to come with everything. They want, I'm assuming, they want to play in that SEC conference. Kind of hoping they do. It kind of gives Georgia that double bye week. The only team that really has the opportunity for that. Oh, now Ohio State has that opportunity. All they have to do is lose to Michigan, and they have that opportunity. Tough game. Tough game, especially being played in Austin. Charles, Texas is battle tested, man. So is Texas A&M hasn't been that battle tested, like you said. Long-winded, I know, but give me the Longhorns, dude. I like the Longhorns in this because the weakness has been pointed out in Texas A&M. South Carolina made that obvious in the first half when they played. Now, a lot of things didn't go right for Texas A&M. I feel your linebackers, your secondary altogether with the Longhorns are much better than that South Carolina secondary. Much, much better. The only thing that I feel that the Longhorns need to do is they need to get pressure with that front 4 to that front 7. They get pressure on Reed, and it could be a long game. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate to myself. If Texas doesn't get any, A&M's going to run their asses all off of that field. Yeah. Because Reed will make the plays. Get him off of his game. He's got to come off his game. So if Sark is going to do anything right, he better bring a defense that is ready to play. I feel he does. Give me the Longhorns 24-20.
All right, 24-20. The Longhorns giving A&M their first loss. All right. Well,
now with that being said, I really do hope A&M wins. I do. You know, no offense to the Longhorns, but Alabama loses, Texas A&M wins, we get in.
yeah.
Texas A&M loses, Alabama wins, we get in because we have the head-to-head.
Yeah.
So I am going to be hoping Alabama wins and A&M wins, but that Texas team, man, I think.
Well, all right. Well, so to recap, and this is in no particular order, for our Pick'em challenge, we have Georgia Tech. We both have Georgia winning. A&M Texas. We both have Texas winning. Ohio State and Michigan. You have Michigan winning. I have Ohio State. Miami and Pittsburgh. We both have Pittsburgh. Vandy and Tennessee. You have Vandy. I have Tennessee. And we both have Alabama defeating Auburn in the Iron Bowl. So we will see how these games go. And before we move off of college, so Patrick, is it possible that Lane Kiffin is going to leave because there's going to be some sort of announcement about his job position after the Egg Bowl? So number one, and you know this from being in the SEC for a while, Patrick, for those who don't know, the Egg Bowl between Ole Miss and Mississippi State is one of the most heated, highly contested games there is in the country. It's not as known around the country as like us in Oklahoma or y'all in Florida, or of course Ohio State and Michigan, or some of these other well-known rivalry games. But the Egg Bowl is highly contentious. Now, looking at it, I think Mississippi State can give Ole Miss a battle, and Ole Miss has this well, I don't know, you want to call it distraction, cloud over their head, but whatever you want to call it. But there is a pending decision being made on Lane Kiffin's future. To me, Patrick, if he decides that he is going to roll out and go to probably LSU, I know Florida's somewhere in that running, but it'll probably be LSU if he goes in. If he decides to go to LSU with Ole Miss squarely in the national championship picture, that to me it just feels sleazy to me, man. And I get business. I get these opportunities are there. I get it. You and I, we talk about it all the time. Business is really cutthroat. Got an opportunity here. You're gonna go and take that opportunity, especially if
like the highest paid coach in college football behind Kirby Smart.
Yeah, exactly. And so if these dollar signs are talking and you got the chance to go in here and get started on the recruiting battle, transfer portals happening, that's another issue all in itself to me, by the way. Just the timing. I don't have a problem with the transfer portal. It's just the timing of when the transfer portal opens up. Because all these people, they just roll out, right? Why can't we do that after the season? Why does this get to happen in between bowl season, in between playoff season? Like, that's garbage. But that I'm not trying to rant about that. I'm gonna get back on Lane Kiffin here. But dude, if he rolls out, like, can we at least wait till after the season? Like, see this thing through at least. Come on, Lane. Are you going to do this? Are you going to roll out like that? Are we going to have another whole bunch of bed burnings happening in Oxford? Like the Grove will get scorched a little bit. You know? So.
Maybe that's what he's waiting on. Let's see how this game goes. If we win, I stay. If we lose, I go.
It's an interesting game.
It's an interesting game. I will say this.
Good, dude. That like they just having trouble because they're in the SEC.
Yeah. But here's the thing is like I kind of feel Lane stays. And this is the reason why. He hasn't made there. He really does. Now, don't get me wrong. He go to LSU, he probably haven't made there, but there's a lot of crap that's got to be filtered through first.
It just seems like a toxic environment, like we talked about.
Yeah, it seems like a very toxic environment. But then I have to ask the question. Let's say he does leave. Then I have to ask the question. It's like, Lane, what did you learn? You haven't learned anything over the course of these years when you came to Tennessee and you left them high and dry after 9 games.
Yeah, like
I think it was like 9 or 10 games, bro. He rolled out after that.
Yep.
Then he goes to USC, where they leave him on the freaking tarmac. Then he goes to the Nick Saban rehabilitation program. At that point, you're like, okay, I'm starting to like for me, I'm not even a Tennessee fan, but I am an SEC fan, right? Red and black first, all the other teams next, right? And I love my SEC. I love the SEC. I love my dogs more. Love the SEC second. Okay. What he did to Tennessee, I was ready to crucify him. I'm like, you don't do that. You do not come to these teams like that and you leave them high and dry. I was mad. And that was a Tennessee team. I don't even care for Tennessee like that. They're in the SEC though. They're part family, right? Yeah. That's that cousin that you don't really like talk about, but he's right there, you know. But that's everybody, you know. You don't do that, right? Then he goes to USC, and I'm like, whatever, you do whatever. Then he comes back to Alabama, and I'm like, okay, all right, you're going through the rehabilitation program. I get it. I can respect it. You go to Ole Miss, I respect you, right? If you do this, you have shown to everybody that watch college football, you ain't learned nothing. Nick Saban didn't teach you anything. All you did was come in and get your coin purse and roll on. At that point, I kind of would be like, yeah, I'm done with Lane Kiffin. Like, I wouldn't even want to discuss anything about him ever again. Now, I do know that we are a sports show, so we will discuss him, but there's a lot of respect that would be gone. With that being said, I do kind of feel he stays with Ole Miss. It's just that toxic environment that LSU has. You got to get that cleaned up. I mean, like, look, dude, I'm all about making $13.5 million. Well, his would be 11.5, right? 11.5 million?
Somewhere in that ballpark.
Yeah. So I'm all about making 11.5 million, which is 1.5 million more than he makes at Ole Miss, which is, to me, that doesn't, you neither here nor there. You know what I mean? So I'm kind of like, why with all of this? Except for, like you said, timing comes very convenient right now. It's right after the Egg Bowl. Now we can roll into transfer portals. How many kids am I going to take from Ole Miss? Get them over to LSU. It's a very interesting thing. But
it feels sleazy, Patrick. Like
yeah, I just think it's a way that Lane Kiffin and the athletic director, which I do not even know who that is. I think this is a way to boost viewership for the Egg Bowl because, like you said, it's not as big as Georgia, Florida, Texas, Oklahoma, Ohio State, Michigan,
Bama,
Auburn. You know, it's not as big as those. So this is their way of getting people to understand, hey, check us out. We're here too. You know, I kind of feel like it's a ploy to that because now everybody's going to tune into the Egg Bowl and go, oh, what's going to do? I think it's just a ploy. Personal opinion. Let's get some hype for the game, that kind of thing. Let's go in here, wax it. No, I ain't going nowhere. I'm right here. I am hoity-toity forever. Yeah, Lane Kiffin. Keep my respect, dude.
Wait a minute. Aaron shows up. My man.
Gas station in Indiana.
Aaron, dude. That's so cool. that you are
you going
at us from a gas station, dude.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
And on top of that, you running from a snowstorm. See, me.
That,
We ain't worried about that in the South. We don't do that.
dude, that's so cool. And, you know, like, I mean, so look, we're gonna sit here, we're gonna have a little session about what we're thankful for. And look, people like you, Aaron, who will sit there and will tune in to the show, even when you are in
when you're traveling
gas station at a snowstorm. You hollered at us when you had a newborn baby. I mean,
on the way, dude. You're like in the hospital.
Like you
be like, honey, hold it in for like 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
It's people like you, man. Like, it's, you know, people who tune in like you that, like, I'm thankful for that. Aaron said he's about to rant. I can see.
He said one thing, but this thing is gonna be like, okay. Well, you know what? We'll wait. Go ahead. We'll wait.
He said Jonathan Gannon sucks. He said that's. You know, Aaron Ollie, you got to get that one Cardinals blast.
Yeah, you got to get that one Cardinals shot in.
But, you know, Aaron, seriously speaking, man, and like, I mean, and you keep the laughs coming as well, but there's people like you, people who tune in, whether it's right here on the live show or they're able to catch it on a podcast or on a later posting of it. That's what I'm thankful for. Like, people who come in and will sit there, say what's up, watch, tune in. So yeah, that right there, man. I mean, look, I got my parents in town, so like, it's really, really great to have my parents in town. And on top of being able to see them today, that comment right there made my day. That just made my day, dude. That just made my night. So we really
I've known him for 20 years, and I got on here, and he didn't say nothing. He was just like, about damn time you got on.
I did not.
No, you didn't. I'm just playing. Where you been the whole time?
You know, not, you know what, but what, Patrick, before we get off the Lane Kiffin, you said 4th and 5 in overtime, Hail Mary to the 5th string wide receiver. He's so mad at Arizona, man.
I don't think he was even a wide receiver. I think he was a wide
receiver. Yeah, I think he's the backup corner.
He's the backup water boy who just got a shot. Like, we're gonna lose this anyway. Hey, water boy.
Yeah.
Get in. He's like, really, coach?
Coach, I got no hands. I know, don't worry about it. Get back in there. He was right.
He's like, literally, I'm all wrist. I have no hands. Why are you putting me in for?
He was probably asleep next to that cooler. They're like, hey, get up. He's like, oh, what? Oh. He's like fresh out of a nap. Because they were
drying his hands off. He's like, hey, Ian. He's like, I don't even wear pads.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember Xavier Weaver from Colorado. Yeah, he was right there with Jimmy Horn and all them other cats, of course, Travis Hunter. And then he mentioned Shedeur. We'll talk a little bit about Shedeur here in a little bit too. But yeah, so hey, before we move on from the college, like I said, Patrick, the whole thing with Lane Kiffin sounds so sleazy to me. But I am with you. I do hope.
You know what I'm excited about, right?
Did Georgia win a basketball game?
No. Atlanta was the only team to win in their division this week.
Oh, you should.
You played the Saints. And you know that makes me happy.
Oh, yeah. I know that brings a smile Tuesday.
That brings a smile on my face. We'd be 1-17 or 2-17, and our only 2 wins come to New Orleans Saints.
Yeah.
Successful season.
Anytime you can beat the Voodoos, you're all.
Yeah, I know. I don't even like it when we have to go to New Orleans, man. I'm like, man, we're going to put a curse on us or something. That's the reason why we're always losing.
Kind of like how Nick Saban feels about Auburn. Man, that place is haunted, man.
That place is haunted. And so is the freaking Superdome.
Yeah. Well, so besides Atlanta winning in New Orleans, did anything else stick out to you?
Well, Aaron already mentioned it. I was going to be like Jacksonville having that overtime win over Arizona. But I know I've said this on this show many times this year, but I have got to say it again.
Mhm.
Shout out to the New York Giants, man. They are trying their best, dude. They're going toe to toe with these teams, and they have not been relevant in years. And they are going toe to toe, and they took Detroit to overtime. So whatever is in the water for the Giants, man, guys, keep drinking it, man. I've got to say, shout out to the Giants for coming and playing the way they have been playing, dude.
Now it's just it's just finishing the deal. That would be the next thing.
Yeah.
Yes, Aaron. He said, dude, we gave the Titans their only win. Yeah. And that Titans win was a disaster for y'all. Sorry, Aaron. Not like you need me to remind you. But yeah,
that was the turn, man, right there.
That was a disaster for the Cardinals. And yes, Brock Purdy. So what's interesting about Brock Purdy? I was just talking to my dad about this, and he can't throw the ball deep.
All of a sudden.
Yeah, he cannot throw deep passes. All right. Hey, happy Turkey Day to you, Aaron. Thanks for tuning in, man.
Yeah, thank you very much. Again, we're so thankful for everything that you bring to the show, man. So we're greatly appreciative of that. So safe travels. Stay ahead of that snow, and we'll hopefully talk to you next week.
Yeah, we'll catch you on the other side, man, for sure. And yeah, but that the Brock Purdy thing. Yeah, I was watching the game when they played the Carolina Panthers on Monday Night Football, and he can't throw deep.
That was bittersweet for you and your cousin, huh? Or your nephew? Is it your nephew or your cousin?
Yeah, my nephew.
Your nephew. Yeah, that's a little bit bittersweet on that game, huh?
Oh, he was all right. He was more mad at Bryce Young than anything else. But
he come in and beat Atlanta, and just kill him. I'm talking like, where the hell is that dude been? And then show up for everybody else and be like, oh,
this is what I'm supposed to do.
There's Bryce Young. There he is. Like, where is he? Like, okay, he just disappeared when he plays Atlanta, and some other dude shows up and wins.
And Purdy, like the thing is, a lot of it was just bad throws. So yeah, he couldn't throw the ball down the field, but the interceptions were just bad throws. Yeah. They were in the coverage. The corner, J.C. Horn, he had 2 of those picks. He was just all over it. Like the throw, it was not open, and then on top of that, it was behind. He looks like a guy right now where he got hurt because he's had the turf toe, and he's coming back and he's trying to force throws, almost like he's trying to justify the contract he got. Remember, he signed a huge contract at the beginning of the year, and he hasn't been in there because of the injury. So now he's trying to press a little bit. It got to the point where I guess the coach, Kyle Shanahan, said, man, all right, Christian McCaffrey, look, man, you carry the ball 25 times. You need to get 10 receptions too. And
just throw to yourself. We're gonna put you in the Wildcat and just throw to yourself. Just throw the ball deep and go and get it, please. Thank you.
So
McCaffrey put the game on his shoulders and literally won that for y'all, man. I don't know. I watched a little bit of it, like, here and there, sprinkled through, and I was a little disappointed with San Francisco's offense and the way it was being distributed by Purdy. Man, I was like, go Mac Jones. Go back to Mac Jones. If this is the Purdy you're gonna get, go back to Mac Jones. That was ridiculous.
Mac Jones, definitely the deep game, the down the field game does look better with Mac Jones than it does with Purdy right now, because Purdy, he didn't look good at all. No. Like at all. It was bad, and that's coming off of Aaron left us, but he look decent against the Cardinals. It's been a frustration.
Everybody looks good against the Cardinals. It's just like everybody looks good against Atlanta.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, they are showing up to play Atlanta. But I got one more game, and then we can look at
what's ahead
next week's. Look, very rarely do we ever get to say this, especially here on Bofa Sports. You know how we feel about them Cowboys.
Are you gonna say it?
That second half.
Are you gonna say it?
To you.
Are you gonna say it, Patrick? How about them?
No, it will not
okay.
happen.
All right,
no.
You're not doing it. Okay, we're not there yet. Okay.
No, no, that will never happen. No, I will. My hat's off. I salute you, Dak. You ran a hell of an offense in that second half. So kudos to Dallas. And no, I'm not. I'll say this about them fucking dogs. I'll say that, but I am not saying about that. No.
Patrick, you are too spicy right now, man. That's like the 9th cuss word you have said on the show.
Sorry. I'm not sorry. No, I will not say that about the Cowboys. I will give them a head. Hey, good job.
You gave me a dookie look as soon as I said that. No. Charles.
Never. That is not America's team. Atlanta Falcons is America's team.
It's almost
I can't even say that with a straight face. I think I'm the only Falcons fan in all of the country.
What is coming up for next week? What are you looking forward to?
I don't know. I say all that, and I still wasn't ready. You know who? This is going to be a really good game, and obviously, you got your three major games for Thanksgiving with Detroit, Dallas, and and then the third one is always random, I think. But Detroit and Dallas always play. But the Chicago-Philly game on Friday afternoon, that's going to be very interesting because Chicago's looking really good. Philly just took that loss to Dallas. Let's see how Philly bounces back.
And I want to see really how good Chicago is.
Yeah, but I mean, tell you, that whole debacle that happened in the second half for that defense in Philly, bro, like that can't happen.
That was a whole team fall apart.
Yeah.
They were fumbling. Saquon Barkley fumbled. They fumbled a punt return or a kickoff. I mean, the whole team just threw up on part. Yeah.
It was like the second string of Bad News Bears just showed up and was like, hey, we're here to play now. And we're going to play. And everybody was like, okay. Like, I don't know what happened to Philly in their defense in that second half, but man, what a falling out they had. So that makes this game a little bit more interesting on Friday. I want to see how that happens. Like, you can't play like that. Let's see if they can get it together. And it's a short week for them. So now they're having to play on Friday. So the Houston and Indianapolis game. I think that's gonna be a little bit of a good game with those two. Houston is starting to get things look like they're getting things together, and Indianapolis is still rolling, dude. Like,
so very quietly, that has become a division race now because the Colts, they've caught a couple of L's, almost knocked off the Chiefs, almost put the Chiefs in a very precarious position, but the Chiefs were able to make some plays at the end. Like the play calling sequence that Shane Steichen had. I feel like if you got it's the Chiefs. You gotta take them out. You gotta put them down.
Yeah,
and be conservative at the end of that game,
especially against Mahomes. Like that is one dude you just do not go conservative on. You just Atlanta looks like we might have a 2-game win streak, but you know how Atlanta does against teams that they're supposed to win against. So we'll see.
He's got Kirk Cousins playing quarterback too. That's all.
That is the problem.
It's always a shot in the dark too.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, like, come on, dude. Like, Penix with another ACL tear, dude. Like,
It's like his third ACL tear.
His third ACL tear and his fifth major injury since he started college football. I mean, it's just one of those guys, man. It's like, man, I really like him. I like him there, but it's another Julio Jones. Like, how durable is this guy really, and is he going to be good for long term? I start looking at it and going, maybe we heal him, get him together, and see what we could get for Penix and whatever that dude's name is. It's not even worth saying. But we got to get a quarterback that's durable, and we got to get a quarterback that can throw or that can play, and we ain't got neither one of those. I mean, like I told you last week, we go and get Penix and sign Cousins to this crazy deal so that we won't have a quarterback issue. And what's the first thing we have?
Hey, you got a quarterback issue.
Looking quarterback issue right off the bat. And how long have I been saying it, Charles? We got a quarterback issue. So, with that being said, I'm going to move on. The Buffalo-Pittsburgh game is going to be very interesting, especially since – did Buffalo lose last week? Buffalo lost last week.
Yeah, Houston beat them.
Yeah, they got beat by Houston. That's right. And Pittsburgh lost.
8 sacks.
Yeah.
Josh Allen got sacked 8 times by that Texans. But the Texans defense is good now. Like, that is
they brought it, dude. They brought it. I mean, there was times where I was looking on that, and it was like corner blitz. They had a safety blitz that came out of nowhere, dude. I mean, he just took off. And Josh even caught it. He was like, he even pointed, dude. And everybody just went, he came untouched. Like, how do you call it and still not block it? You know what I mean? Where was the running back? I mean, he didn't even send him in motion. The running back was right there. Pick up somebody else, and I was like, Cook, we know you better than that, bro. You a dog. Don't let that block go by. Come on. But Pittsburgh lost too, so it's a bounce back game for both of these teams. 2 bounce backs. Somebody's gonna go on a 2-game lose streak.
Yeah, and with the AFC, it's tight. I mean, the race for these playoff spots are tight. You have a lot of 7-4, 6-5 teams. The teams like right there in that window, and it's serious because now Pittsburgh, because they've been caught now by the Baltimore Ravens. Like, that is a first place tie now. Yeah, and the Bills, they're losing ground.
Yeah, I mean they're what, 2 games?
Yeah,
they're 2 games, ground. And if they lose again,
yeah, and so that game is pivotal. And Bills Steelers is very pivotal. And like you said, with the Texans and Colts, like I said, that has quietly became a race because Jacksonville quietly is 7-4 too. And so with them being 7-4, the Texans have got to 6-5. These games, because both of those teams, the Colts will play both the Texans and Jags twice coming up in these next few weeks. So,
and I got one more game. I got one more game that I want to say watch out for, but I'm going to bring up 2. That Denver-Washington game. Denver, this is where you need to say, like, if you're Denver, you need to say, okay, I got to hit the gas. We have got to win.
Handle success.
Cannot lose. Handle the success. Because that Kansas City Chiefs team, teams are going to start letting them back in. And this is where you have to know, like, did Denver build this team to win a championship? Or did they just win it to beat Kansas City? Now we need to find out. And this is the latter times of the year. You know, everything's starting to get in that tight race. Denver has firm control in their division. Do they keep it? Or this team's like Washington start chipping at them. I'm curious about that. I kind of feel like Denver will handle business, but this is that moment. Like, man, Chiefs are coming. They're bringing it. They're back on that above 500. What are they doing? are we going to keep pace with them? And they're not focused on the games that are ahead. They're focused on the Chiefs. If they focus on the Chiefs, that gap will start shrinking. So I'm curious about Denver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and was there another game you was going to point out?
No, the Denver Washington. I was going to bring up 2 games because the Chiefs are playing the Cowboys.
Oh, I got you. Okay, yeah. And so that's a pivotal game for both too. The Thanksgiving Day slate is pretty solid. The Packers and Lions game will be.
I'm only looking forward to the first one.
Yeah, just the Packers and Lions. I mean, that'd be a good one too. That might be the game of the week, actually.
But I love watching the Lions on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, and so I'm just gonna say this because so Patrick, I don't know why this is such a big story for people, but everyone's like, "Oh, Shedeur Sanders started and they won. Look at the difference." My man was 11 of 20 for like 150 yards, whatever. So, look, all I'm gonna say is this: there ain't no story been told after one start. So, for all the people who want to say, "Oh, I told you so," number one, they played the Raiders. The Raiders are an absolute mess, and number two, they didn't get to play the 49ers defense. Let's see how Shedeur looks against that defense.
Yeah.
And so let's not say he's arrived yet. That's
oh yeah. Well, you know how everybody is. They're ready to say
it's ridiculous
before you even got on the plane.
It's ridiculous, man. I mean the whole.
Dude, okay. I'm
not rooting against him, but come on,
no,
give me a
break. But give him more than one. Give him more than one start. Right?
Yeah.
Everybody's so about like when Penix came in, they were like, "Yeah, man, this is gonna be a huge addition to Atlanta and what they're gonna do." But we got to see what he does over the course of like 5 games and see if that's the right fit for Atlanta, right? The dude went 11 for 20 for 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and got sacked twice.
Yeah,
I'm down.
Simmer.
Let's give him 5 games and see how he does.
Yeah, exactly, man. And so with that, and that's it. Like we know how we are. The comments we had, even when he got drafted, none of that has changed. This is more of just a reinstating thing. Let's just watch this develop because we can't here and be like, "Oh, he's arrived" after one start against the Raiders.
Geno Smith went 30 for 44 with 285 yards and a touchdown.
And Geno Smith should not be throwing the ball that much.
Well, on that team, he has no choice.
Yeah, the Raiders.
They ain't got a run game.
Well, Patrick, before we head on out, with this being Thanksgiving, what are you thankful for? Whether it's sports or anything personal.
Man, I'm thankful for everybody in my life, man. You're like a freaking brother to me, dude. So I'm thankful for you. I'm thankful for being on this show. I'm thankful for my family. They always got my back. And I'm just thankful for the life that I get to live. I get to choose and pick what I want to do, and I am very thankful for that. So I'm just thankful for the opportunities that I have.
I don't normally do this, but yeah, dude, I'm just gonna copy you. Just to say,
dude, copy paste.
Yeah, man.
Copy paste.
It's same here, man. You're like a brother to me. And I mean, it was so cool just being able to go down to Florida, hang out with you, kick it with your fam. And man, I have my parents here, and it's been a good year. Like just getting things together and being able to, like you said, be able to have the opportunity to travel and make those choices and all that. Everything that you had just said. So yeah, like I'm thankful for this life right now. And we had worked through things. It's been a grind, and to be able to sit here and we're feeling good, we're coming out on the other side, and we're trying to see how these other projects we're working on, how they develop, just happy for those opportunities. So,
Yeah.
and then again, like people
and thankful for the viewers, and
Yeah.
would love to be more thankful for more viewers. So
yeah,
subscribe.
they coming.
Subscribe.
And
Love to be more thankful.
yeah. Well, Patrick, hey, before we head on out, man, what is coming up for Bro Epic?
Well, we are on a couple of weeks break since it's the holidays and everything. So we're going to get past this week, and then we're going to get back to filming. I know we said that we were going to film this month for the kickball game, but all the kids are coming in this coming month. So we're going to try to hit the second week for our Bro Epic Parents versus Kids kickball game. So we're going to try to film that in December and have that as our first episode in January. And then we're going to do our parents and kids flag football game. We're going to try to film that in January for February. So we had to push back a few things because there's a lot of traveling that was happening. And we had a few parents that needed to square away some stuff. So now that they all got all that squared away, then we're going to, me and Brentley is going to start bringing back season 3. I know we got first episode, and then we went on like a 2-week break for all the traveling. So we're going to bring back season 3, and then I am going to try to start doing video game streaming next month. So be on the lookout for that.
Nice. And for Both of Sports, hey, again, work with us because everything's going to be kind of jumbled with the holidays. So yeah, we'll just pop in with the shows. We'll still be pretty consistent on most Tuesday nights, Tuesday evenings. But
the holidays are always the hardest part.
Yeah. so stick with us, bear with us. And listen, you'll see our faces though. Like we'll be around. I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming up. Of course, you're gonna have the college football playoff stuff coming up. It's gonna be the last few weeks for the NFL, and I guess we'll start getting into a little bit of the college basketball as well. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's still coming up.
Y'all's looking good too. Men and women.
And look for those interviews. The interviews to start up at the beginning of next year as well, after the holidays. So with that is what we are breathing on for this evening on the Both of Sports webcast. Y'all make sure y'all visit the Both of Sports YouTube channel, smash that subscribe button, and follow the Both of Sports Facebook page. Everybody take care. Aaron, thanks again for popping in on your road trip. And everybody have a safe and happy Thanksgiving holiday. Be safe, enjoy the time. If you're able to be with your family and friends, enjoy them, and just enjoy the time, enjoy the life. Because I mean, things are a grind sometimes, and so you gotta always take a little bit of time to just kind of relax, rewind, retreat, and let that food nourish y'all. So, and so with that. Everybody take care. And again, safe travels if you're out there on the road. Safe travels and happy Thanksgiving. And we will see y'all next week. Y'all take care.
And go Dogs.